Okay, it's Tootie's table, and I have a guest with me today. This is my older sister. Right, sis? Older, yes, older sister. 4 years older. Just kidding. I'm the older sister. But we're making it clearly. Y'all want me to zoom in on that and y'all be the judge? Let's do that. Okay, she's gonna make a gluten-free peach cobbler? Yes. Okay, a gluten-free peach cobbler. So we're going to adjust this where you can see what she's doing a little better. And she is first. What are you doing first, sis?
Putting a stick of butter in a 9x11 cake pan.
Speak up where they can hear you. She has a big mouth naturally, so she can do this.
I'm putting a full stick of butter in a 9x11 cake pan. Just putting it in there. All right, sister.
Okay, so she's just gonna
need a bowl.
Pop that in the oven. You need a bowl for
I'm
what?
gonna put this in the oven. You need to get me a bowl to mix.
Okay, we're gonna get a bowl to mix this in.
So you want your butter melted when you pour your batter in it. Hang on. I'm not a good conversationalist, so you'll have to wait for her for that.
She's lying. She is a good conversationalist. Okay. My biscuit bowl, sorry. So my y'all, I really do wash my dishes. Okay, what are we doing?
We're gonna do a cup of, in this particular case, Measure for Measure, gluten-free by King's Arthur.
King's Arthur. Y'all got that? King's Arthur. King Arthur.
This is a 1 cup measuring cup.
This is a 1 cup measuring cup right here.
And I'm just leveling it by hand in the bag. Is that a cup? Oh, that's like a big old cup.
That's a cup.
Is it really a cup?
Yeah, that's a cup.
You've measured it?
No, okay. But I think it is. It has a line in there.
Oh.
You gotta look at the line. Are you looking at the line?
No, I just took your word for the fact that you gave me a 1 cup measuring
My belly
cup.
looks really big in this picture. Okay. All right, so how many cups? 2?
1. I hope y'all came for a comedy show. Look, I've already
She told me I'm not funny because I said be funny, and she's like, I'm not funny.
I already went to the bank because they were open today until 6 o'clock, and I got there and the door was locked. And then I went back to my car. I was like, that's rude. They said they were open, and they weren't open.
That was rude.
It's because they're open till 6 on Fridays, not Thursdays.
She doesn't know what day of the week it is. That's why I'm the teacher and she's not.
Okay,
now
I'm measuring a cup back into this bag.
She can't count.
I counted 2 in and 1 out. That equals 1. And then we're gonna do a cup of sugar.
It's a good thing on Tootie's table we do all kinds of things wrong because she's fitting right in. I just know you're doing a little more in a cup because look at that line in there. See that line?
Oh, well, we may have to add a little extra liquid.
Okay.
It's not science, even though she's the
It is
science
science.
person.
Don't listen to her.
It's really just liquid
science.
I'm done with you. Done with you.
Okay.
Baking powder. You want
Great Value brand.
You want a teaspoon of baking powder.
Oh, honey, look at these. These are my fancy teaspoons and tablespoons. Look at this.
I need to pull my glasses down. What is that? Is
and
that
you see?
Well,
you mind?
Y'all.
It's a dash of tenderness. Love me tender.
Oh, that's a half a teaspoon.
Love
How
me
can you look at
true.
this? It's like, it's not round. It's like heart shaped.
Just use it. Have a heart. She needs a heart.
I need the one that's a teaspoon. I can't see it.
A teaspoon.
There it is. This is
okay, let's see what that one says. That is a spoonful of affection.
So we're adding affection, not tenderness.
We're going to be affectionate and we're going to be tender.
It's a baking show, right?
Love me tender. Love me
We have to
true.
sing, please. All right, that was a teaspoon. Even though that looks much larger than that, I'm a little worried.
It might be. It's okay. Because you got a little bit of extra everything because you're not measuring right with my spoon, with my cups.
Clearly, I might not be measuring right with your
I
spoons.
don't know how this is going to turn out, y'all.
How am I supposed to get this in here?
You know what? You need to come on my show more often. This is like, y'all get the comedy, y'all get the recipe, and this is gluten-free for all of you GF people.
This really is real life for us. Teaspoon of cinnamon. The
More
recipe,
tenderness again.
my
More
recipe really
tenderness.
says a half a teaspoon, but to me, you can't have enough cinnamon. So I do a full
She needs a little
teaspoon.
spice in her life.
A quarter teaspoon.
I feel like my belly's the
of
only thing in
nutmeg.
the video. Oh, I need to do like this.
I ain't talking about it because I don't even want to think about what mine looks like in the video.
Suck in.
So
Okay.
I have no idea what a quarter is in this measuring cup. But we're
25
gonna-
cents. What's that say? Let's see what else we're putting in.
It's
Oh, that's
still
more affection.
affection.
She needs to be affectionate. Brother-in-law, you hear that?
Okay.
Your wife's using affection in here.
Cup
in this
of flour,
recipe.
cup of sugar, teaspoon of bacon powder, teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. And
Yes.
then we need 3/4 of a cup of milk. I bought me some milk.
She brought her own milk. She got her own cows
I
at home.
don't know what she has out here, so I wanted to make sure I had all the ingredients. I need a spoon, please.
You want a spoon or do you want a spoon?
A whisk, a spoon. I'll eventually. A can opener would be nice. I do eventually need a
Okay.
peanut gallery. Are you gonna join us?
He should.
He's being real quiet. I'm gonna need more milk.
My brother-in-law needs
Pretty
to be
sure.
in here and say, brother-in-law, you need to say hello. We're gonna come in there and interview you.
He's trying to be like he's
Okay.
bashful. I need more milk.
Okay. You need my cow too, are you? And I got the fancy milk. Got the fancy stuff. This is the Cruise Farm, y'all. Knoxville Cruise Farm.
I might have told him you probably didn't have milk.
And it's like, it's
Is
good.
it-
It's creamy. It's like, it's so creamy. Yeah.
It's so creamy. It looks rotten.
And $5.22. It's not. That's literally how you buy it. It is so extremely creamy.
Is
Like-
it raw?
No, it's not raw, but it's pretty close.
You see all
Probably.
that cream right
I know.
there? Cream.
Cruise. It's straight from the cow. I mean, what we gonna?
Sorry.
She don't trust me.
I don't. And if y'all had lived, no, you got to understand that apparently I was putting lots and lots of liquid, lots and lots of powder in here.
Okay.
Let's just hope this comes out.
How much do you think you put in there?
I don't know. I probably put a quarter of a cup. But here's the thing.
So
I
you
was-
want like a muddy mixture, a gummy, muddy mixture. That
You want
chair
it
is in the way.
liquidy enough though?
Hang on a minute.
So
We're gonna move this chair out of the way so that y'all are not seeing a chair. Y'all been seeing that chair the whole time though.
I'll add
Okay.
just another dash.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You want it to kind of be pory. So I've got a couple of things going against me. Pory.
Porry.
That's a thing.
Porry. Porry.
Yeah, you need to get over here in the picture.
Well, I'm just like making fun of you.
You want it to kind of
Porry.
be
That
pory.
means it pours well.
And the
okay?
reason for that is, this is about the consistency. One of the reasons why
There's some
I needed.
dry on the sides right there. It's bothering me.
She is complicated.
I'm complicated.
So
She is too.
one of the reasons why I keep having to add a little bit extra because I want to get it the right consistency. Her measuring cup. If y'all can see this, I was measuring the whole thing.
She
And
doesn't
that
know how to
line-
read a measuring
I
cup.
didn't. I thought you just handed me something that was in a cup. I didn't know I had to look at a line. That was a lot more a lot more a lot more flour and sugar than what
We will also put the recipe in the comments so that
yes,
you
I'll
can
give you exact measurements.
bypass us and just go straight to the recipe.
The other thing is I'm using a recipe that calls for regular flour. So one of the things that you'll find with any gluten-free flour,
Even the measure to measure.
yeah, even the measure, it requires a little bit more liquid because it soaks it up. And I don't want my batter to be like that. Where you get my
They need to put a special clause on that measure to measure.
They really do. But it's everyone. It's all of the gluten-free, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you don't think this one's better?
Oh, this one's absolutely better, but it still requires more liquid.
Okay.
Then it's
Okay.
it's
What do you
just
need?
the butter dish, the dish with butter in it, out of the oven.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and open my can of peaches because I will need that in a minute. This is the 29 ounce can of peaches. This is the big one. Mac Daddy. A thingamajig. She's gonna go get a thingamajig. And I'm gonna open the peaches.
She's so organized. Look at her little, well, see how pretty she does things? I just like slap it on there, scribble it, or don't write it down at all and try to remember it, and that ain't working these days either.
Okay, so I'm gonna put I need it. You might not need you to hold up one end of it, Tawana, because we'll need the butter evenly distributed.
She's saying my table's
More
not
even.
level. Okay.
There we go.
All right, right there.
So I'm gonna pour this batter in, and then I'm not mixing it up. I'm just pouring it in. And this is why you want that consistency where you can actually pour it. You don't want it to be too thick so that it doesn't end up horrible.
It looks kind of gross, I'm not
It
gonna lie.
does. And it won't look any better until the end. All right, trying to get all that goodness out of there. All right.
Can I quit holding it up?
Yep.
Okay.
And now,
And then, here, oh, you
We are-
got your
yep.
peaches ready? Do you use the juice in the peaches?
you're gonna use everything in the can. So 29-ounce can.
And we're just using the Great Value brand?
I showed them a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
When you went to get the butter. So right now I have my butter that was already in there. I've poured my batter on top. Do not mix those two up. You're gonna leave them just as is. And then I'm gonna take and put my spoon over here for a minute. And I'm gonna take my peaches and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not mixing anything. I'm just going to
Pour it on the top.
pour it over the top. I'm gonna try to get my peaches a little evenly distributed here. They don't always cooperate, but I do like to get the liquid a little even as well. As fast as
And if you don't like peaches, you can use other fruits.
absolutely. Just make sure you have about
The
your
same
liquid
amount.
consistency would
Yeah,
need to be
because
about
you need
right.
that juice too. So what if you didn't have a juicy fruit?
You would need to make the juicy fruit.
How do you do that?
So if you were gonna do
Strawberries.
strawberries, for instance, I personally would cook them. I would put them in a pan and put some sugar in them and let them make their own juices. But I would cook them and then do it.
Okay.
Obviously with this, same thing with blackberries, or you need to make a sauce.
Okay.
So put them on the stove, put a little sugar on them. You could add a little bit of liquid water.
Like what? Water?
I would add water, just a little. But you could do the same with any fruits. Same thing with apples, or you can just buy the cans.
Okay.
So this will go in the oven on 375 for, depends on your oven, but anywhere from usually 30 to 45 minutes. I've even had to leave them in longer. Your gluten-free batter sometimes behaves differently, so we'll have to see. And I'm used to a gas oven, and I'll be cooking an electric today, so we'll tell you after a while exactly how long it took.
Yeah, we'll report back to you, and we'll show you pictures too at the end. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. This
Bye.
is Amber. I don't think I introduced her. It is my sister, younger sister. But this is Amber Hodges, and she is my special guest today. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so here is our peach cobbler, and it took about 45 minutes to bake.
Did you get to see
And
that?
by none other than my sissy.
Sorry, I'm talking
We're gonna enjoy.